I shall recognize fundamental principles for this work relief program. First, the projects should be useful.
While we were working on the spring, I came by and saw what a fascinating place this was. And as the spring was finishing up, we were contacted by the city.
The welfare of the community served by a new construction project is always the first consideration, and plans are laid not only for the present, but for the more demanding future.
And Red Rocks outside of Denver was number one. This site is the second largest amphitheater that the CCC and WPA built. Little over 6,000 capacity. We were totally shocked by that. We found that 9 of the top 10 were used on a very regular basis. Many on a per weekend basis, all of them on a monthly basis except for one, and that was this one. Well, our stage is plenty big, but it's not a covered stage. They want some protection from sunlight, some protection from rain. We're going to come in and design a very large canopy that covers the stage. The minimum height on that canopy, they want around 30 feet of height. Instead of shiny metal posts that are going down in the ground to support it, those will be there, but we're going to wrap them in million-year-old stone and then distress the stone. My goal when we're all said and done and this is finished out is somebody who's never been to the site walks in and says, oh, look at the old stage and the old stage cover. I want it to look old.
Another type of permanent construction is this community stadium, representative of a large group of projects that provide facilities for public gatherings all over America. Local labor is employed, and wherever possible, the raw materials are obtained from quarries in the immediate vicinity.
Fortunately, they used indigenous material. So we're going to be able to use the old caliche limestone as we modify this site. The money, or a substantial portion of it for what we call the first phase, has been raised. That will allow in 2019 for the bulk of the construction to take place for the performances. Big Spring now has the possibility to have the second largest outdoor CCC era amphitheater in the nation, and you're surrounded by 450 to 500,000 people within an hour and a half drive. This can be a great cultural draw because you will have the people in Midland or Odessa or Fort Stockton or San Angelo or Abilene who want a getaway weekend. The opportunity with the amphitheater, though, is you could potentially get 6,000 people all at once. You have the cultural ability to draw in great performances and great performers that get to play a lot of places that frankly probably all look the same. And this is going to be one of those things where they walk into it and go, holy cow, this is cool. As you walk into this site is the gateway that we just came in. This used to be an arch, and you can see right here where the arch is starting to form. You can see that little bend. And it used to arch on both sides of the stage.
Oh, really?
And that was the original architecture, the way it was originally built. Well, in 1949, the city put on what may still be the largest event that was ever held out here, and that was the centennial of Marcy discovering the spring. And they actually brought Conestoga wagons to replicate the wagon trains coming to the spring. And they found that the Conestoga wagons couldn't get through the arches. And so at that time they decided to tear down the arch. The site was only 12 years old at that time. The whole amphitheater is designed in a classic Greek Romanesque style. The acoustics are phenomenal. This is where, if I was a performer coming through West Texas playing, this is where I'd want to be. It's great. The contractor moves one brick under contract on this site, one stone, the whole site falls into the ADA. That person with a disability has to be able to sit within the crowd, not at a designated spot outside of the crowd. You know, we're looking forward to seeing people be able to utilize it that way. Big Spring now has the possibility to have the second largest outdoor CCC era amphitheater in the nation. And there's nothing like that around here. If done right, Big Spring will have a godsend.